Welcome back to another story time with Uncle Ball. And this time I want to tell you about another situation that occurred when I was in prison. It's a time about two gang members. They jumped on an elderly man, and because of a bump, and he stood up and tried to fight back. So this is a story about what goes around comes around. And as usual, y'all know how we operate, man. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the content. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Now that we got the formalities out the way, let's go to work. All right, so I'm at Coffee Correctional Facility. I'm in the same dorm, right? Now, like I say, when you come in, they'll give you a signed bunk. And now OG been down for he been down for like 30 years, but like in the chain gang, it preserves you, man, because you don't have to really deal with the stress of the world. You have to deal with the stress that's going on in prison, but like the stress of the world, you ain't got to deal with it. So a lot of these cats who've been down about 20 and 30 years, like they don't really look as age, right? So, but you can tell Unc has some age on him, man. So he go into his assigned bunk, right? Now, mind you, this is during the day, everybody out watching TV, gambling, playing cards, domino, check, whatever people doing, people is in their own zone, whatever they just doing their own time, right? So Unc, he go all the way to where his assigned bunk was at. Now, at his assigned bunk, it was a blood dude there, you know what I'm saying, named Yellow Boy, right? Yellow Boy from Atlanta, right? So old school respectful about it. So he went over there. He set his stuff down on side of the bunk of what was his assigned bunk, and it just so happened to be in a blood cut, right? So the Yellow boy seen him taking his stuff over there. He like, hey, what you doing, OG? You know what I'm saying? Did my bunk. And OG like, man, I don't care nothing about none of that, man. You need to move, right? So they arguing back and forth, back and forth. It's getting louder and louder. So OG was like, man, we gonna have to hit for now. OG, man, bro, he had to be probably about like late 50s, bro. I'm talking about throw them hands up and him and Yellow Boy just chunking. They just hitting. They just hitting. So I'm sitting on the little table stuff. Now, not me personally, man, I'm not affiliated, but I grew up in Macon, Georgia, so I've been surrounded around gangs my whole life from cousins, like family members, friends, like so, but I just never, you know what I'm saying, that just wasn't my thing, even though I was cool with a lot of people. And so one of the blood dudes, you know what I'm saying, who had caught his time in Macon, who knew some of the same people, named T Street, rest in peace to T Street, but I'm gonna tie all this in. So me and him just chopping it up, right? So he seen Yellow Boy fighting with the old man, right? Um, so this nigga just stopped like mid conversation, just went over there, right? So he done squared up and stuck the old man, boom, knocked him off his feet, and they just went to well on, they just wailing on him. So, but the old man, he didn't go out bad, man. He had, his eye was swole, he had, busted lip, but at the same time, he took his L. He was like, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead on. I'm gonna get on the door because he understood how the politics work in prison, right? So I never forget, man. Right after they beat the old man up, they went straight to the shower. They went to the shower, cleaned themselves up because they had blood on them. Man, they put the old man on the door. Then no officer came in to check to see what happened. I'm talking about just it is what it is, man. They're prison. So me and T Street, the blood dude who just helped his other blood brother fought, he just come back and we sit on the table, we talking about sports, and he was like, man, I don't think I should have did that to that old man. I'm like, bro, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? One thing about me in prison, bro, I ain't affiliated, you know what I'm saying? I realize anybody can get it, bro. That ain't my business, bro. So if you feel like you shouldn't have did that, then you have some kind of morals, whatever. So he was like, man, but I got to go, bro. I don't know no other way, bro. Like if you know what I'm saying? I would have probably got a violation if I didn't help my brother fight, regardless of what the situation is. So I'm like, bro, I understand this how the politics work, right? All right, cool. So remember, what goes around comes around, right? So a week later, right now, I'm in the GD cut with some you know what I'm saying with the GDs, and you know what I'm saying. Even though I ain't affiliated, but like for some strange reason I rock with them. I'm talking about good guy like Yak, KD, dude like they was some good Rambo GD. So they was some good dudes, right? So they get this little dude come in who was claiming that he was a GD, right? Now he's from Atlanta, right? So before they move him in the dorm, like Yellow Boy spotted him at the door. And all right, cool. Even though y'all are enemies on the streets or whatever the case may be, you can't just haul off and just fight no other gang member without an explanation in prison. Like nigga gonna have a sit down about that, right? So they called the GD dude back down. They were like, hey, ball man, you know we need this cut. And out of respect, I'm not a GD. That ain't my business, bro. So I got to move out the cut, bro. It is what it is. They're like, man, we finished, man. We back straight, everything straight. So I know this over there for a long time. And the GD, the new GD dude that came in, he was just sitting there like, cause they got to verify if you are who you say you are. So about 30 minutes rolled by. Now the little GD dude, I ain't gonna even lie, man, bro, looking scared. He little young dude, tatted up, but he looking all scared and stuff. So the GDs huddled up, and after they verified the dude, you see Yellow Boy over there huddling up with the Bloods and they OG, right? So Yellow Boy was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? He told on me on the street, man, he on my case, you know what I'm saying? So I wanna one with him, right? So GD was like, all right, well, bro like, yeah, man, I ain't he tried to give his explanation. They like, man, this is what we gonna do, man. You and Yellow Boy gonna go shoot a one. Now the whole door, like, man, even T Street came, he like, man, Yellow Boy, man, Yellow Boy finna whack this man, finna whack this man. I'm like, I don't know, man, just gotta see how it play out. So they set up the one. Man, look at when I tell you, man, you back a scared man into a corner. Man, this man beat Yellow Boy down, bro. I'm talking about, bro, he beat Yellow Boy worse than they beat that old man, bro. And then what was so crazy, even after he beat Yellow Boy, you know what I'm saying? They still they still made the GD do the new GD do leave because they were like, nah, bro, we understand that you just beat up the blood dude, bro. But if we make him leave and you stay in here, they gonna feel some type of way. But you verified, you silent everywhere you go on the camp, you gonna be straight. So that was how Yellow Boy, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting what came to him. So, fast forward on down the line, like I don't got out of prison, like I'm like a year or two out of prison, man, and you know certain people names that I still remember, right? So I'm like, man, let me try to find T Street, man, because me and T Street was all right. T Street had like a 20-year sentence, and he been down since like about at this time he was down like about '07 or something like that, and this about like shoot probably about like this maybe like 2019. I'm like he should be coming up, man. Let me see what's going on with T Street because he was all right with me. So I put in his name, you know what I'm saying, in a Google search, and I seen that he was on the human rights coalition site, and come to find out, man, that he was unalive in prison. And when I seen that, I just thought about it. I was like, dang, like, and you got to be careful, man. What goes around, man, comes around, man. So, I wouldn't say that it was either that was revenge, but I just think that like with anybody, the energy that you put out in the world, man, you be careful what you put out in the world because it's bound to come back on you. So I don't know how Yellow Boy doing. I didn't have his name because Yellow Boy was all right, but I was more straight with T Street, and rest in peace T Street. And I really hope that if Yellow Boy still living, I hope he's still living. You know what I'm saying, that he learned his lesson. So yeah, that's the time when the Bloods had jumped on this old man, and what they did to him came back around. All right.